Explosive battle. Meghan and BBC caught red-handed as gaining huge dirty money from selling royal. The BBC pinpointed the turning point in Meghan Markle's relationship with the British press in a controversial documentary. The second episode of the documentary The Princes and the Press aired on Monday evening. The programme, fronted by the BBC's media editor Amol Rajan, caused concern within Buckingham Palace over a number of issues. Lawyers for the royals are reportedly on standby to take action against the BB over unfounded claims. They reported on Sunday that lawyers will decide whether the broadcaster broke accuracy and impartiality rules after the second part of the documentary has aired. The newspaper claimed a robust complaint to BBC chiefs, or to media watchdog Ofcom, is possible, with legal action considered less likely. The second part of the documentary covered the period from 2018 to 2021, a period which included the birth of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's first child Archie, as well as the royal tours of both the Sussexes and the Cambridges. Mr. Rajan investigated the allegation that Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, had been reduced to tears by Meghan. Two separate sources told in 2018 that Kate was left in tears after a bridesmaid's dress fitting for Princess Charlotte, in the run-up to the Sussexes' wedding in May that year. Kensington Palace, the press office for both Meghan and Kate at the time, did not comment on the story. Much later, Meghan told Oprah Winfrey that the story was false and the opposite had happened. Mr. Rajan said, but by then, the narrative was in place. A graph showing the sentiment of media coverage at the time was played, signaling a very clear turning point in the coverage of Meghan. Mr. Rajan noted, until the end of 2018, sentiment was mostly above zero, indicating a positive tone. In November, when the stories about dueling duchesses appeared, it dropped below zero, meaning the coverage was mostly negative. From this point on, Meghan, Harry and the press would be in a battle over Meghan's reputation. The royal correspondent Valentine Lowe recalled writing a piece about Meghan in mid-2018. He said, "I remember writing a piece about Meghan, and it was all about how she was a breath of fresh air. She was something positive for the royal family, she was bringing something new. She was great." There were slight elements of criticism in that piece, but it was definitely 85% positive. He recalled the story about Meghan allegedly making Kate cry appearing a bit later that autumn. He said, that was one of the turning points. When asked why, Mr. Lowe said, it opened up a narrative, a sort of soap opera narrative. A soap opera storyline, the battling duchesses. Once people could seize on that, they could pursue it. The second part of the BBC's new royal documentary will not use the term Megxit after Prince Harry argued it was misogynistic. Episode 2 of The Princes and the Press, which airs tomorrow night, will instead refer to Harry and Meghan's decision to quit royal life as Sussexes, a label scarcely ever used. The move, reported by the Sunday Telegraph, may be seen as something of an olive branch after the airing of the show, which alleges staff from Prince Harry and Prince William's households briefed against each other, ruffled royal feathers. Harry said, maybe people know this and maybe they don't, but the term Megxit was or is a misogynistic term, and it was created by a troll, amplified by royal correspondents, and it grew and grew and grew into mainstream media. But it began with a troll. The episode tomorrow will examine the circumstances around the decision of the Sussexes to step down from their senior royal roles. It is expected to air claims of a lack of support for Harry and wife Meghan and of a senior household member helping a tabloid in its court case against her. Harry and Meghan moved to California in the spring of 2020 to lead a more independent life, quitting royal duties to live as private citizens. They have since signed a lucrative commercial deal with Spotify, and Meghan has written a children's book which got mixed reviews.